These ones are two of the birds that have been racing for us this season, and then have been very consistent. Well, today I said I wasn't gonna race. I just couldn't help myself, to be honest. Here I am at the club, basketed 3 of the birds that we've been racing, and it's gonna go to Lyndhurst, which is near Southampton. It's about 200 miles, I believe that is, and our trailer is leaving about 2 a.m. this morning, so it'll get to Lyndhurst in about 4.5 hours, maybe 5, because they're gonna have a bit of rest, and then the birds can then have a rest, so the liberation will be quite early in the morning. Fantastic. So I'll catch you guys later. I need to go back home and close the loft, the trap, because I left it open. Well, it's not the best of the weather at the moment. I'm hoping that the weather won't be like this tomorrow, to be quite honest, because the birds are gonna struggle again, obviously. Yeah, so according to the forecast I've seen, it's quite sunny anyway all across the UK. So, well, knowing UK, it can change in the next 5 minutes. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I did say to my wife before she left for work this evening that I wasn't gonna race. Feeling quite tired actually after work this afternoon. Then I was just sat in the house and thinking, that 3 birds that did well for me last week, why not, eh? So yeah, I took them to the club, basketed them, the last 3 birds that we're racing at the moment. And they're racing from Lyndhurst near Southampton tomorrow, so we'll see how they'll do. And for the meantime, we're inside the loft with a tape measure, because it's now about time for us to do the partition, and we're gonna do some measurement, and also we're gonna plan where we're gonna build the other section. So we got one down, guys. The stuff boundary, completely unexpected. I didn't expect this one to come back first time. So 200 miles from Lyndhurst in Hampshire. It's done it in just under 4 hours time, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Finally, we've got at least 1 bird so far that's just finished or completed the furthest for us anyway inland race in the UK, so I'm quite happy with that one. So let's just wait for 2 more. Fingers crossed that they all make it back today. There you go. Well, as expected, the number 1 pair in our loft, they've arrived in good time. Probably not as fast as the rest of the gangs in the club, however they've done well for us so far. So they've done 200 miles, which is, I believe, is the furthest inland race from our club, from Lyndhurst in Hampshire. So that's really great. It's the first time we've ever completed a 200 miles race, and also in good time. Well, much better than the time that we've had in the past, so well done. Despite this took a long time to clock, I'm not worried about it. The cock that it's paired to arrived in just under 4 hours today, and I'm well happy with it. So congratulations to everyone as well. We're only waiting for 1 more bird to arrive. We only basketed 3, and that is the Roland Jansen. That's from Alex Mella, our club president. So far I'm happy with the outcome of the 200 miles race, because it's the first time I've ever raced this far with inexperienced birds as well. It's really good. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you Paul Frayne, thank you Simon Kennedy. I know we did change quite a bit in terms of my system in here, and I can tell you it's work. The difference is very apparent compared to my first two races. So thank you very much, guys. And by the way, congratulations to all the winners and all the participants today in today's race. So I hope you've all had a good return. Today, guys, we're going to go and pick up a few birds from a very good friend of ours, Joe Hunter. It is actually some birds that he picked up for us from another fancier who sadly passed away this week. This fancier, he's got some Braspenning's birds in his loft, and he happened to have spare young birds that he's given to us. So thank you to Paul Frayne again for obviously mentioning my name and securing those birds for me. So we're gonna go to the allotment now and see Joe in just a moment. So I'll catch you guys later. I don't know if these are Joe's birds are flying about. Is this an allotment in Horbury or maybe Osset? I mean, there are a few fanciers here. One there, that's Joe Hunter's loft. I'm not sure who these birds belong to. They're flying about at the moment. There's another loft there. It's only my second time been here, and there's another loft there, so I don't really know who flies here. I only know Joe. So we're here to pick up these 11 birds that someone's given to us. There you go, look at that. And I'm with this lady here, look. Yeah, apparently she's trying to get me an allotment. She's trying to kick me out of the house so I can have my loft somewhere else. Oh, you silly sausage she is, really. So we are in the allotment. Behind us, there's a few fanciers are actually based here and racing. I believe for the racing in Dewsbury, from Dewsbury Club Federation. One of which is the Joe Hunter, a friend of mine. He's got 11 birds for us, which we are picking up today. And thank you again, Paul Frayne. My God, you've been a star, mate. Thank you, mate, for obviously, you know, making this happen again. So thank you. The young birds are top class. He's seen them, mate.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll show you them while the basketball.
I will, so gonna take her off. I work today. I don't do work weekends, but do a bit of overtime in it. You need it. Pigeons are so expensive.
Yeah, you're telling me.
You need it.
These will be alright, they'll leave. You get them thinking to get them settled, they'll be alright. They're too good to
feel strong, mate.
They were too good to
they feel strong.
they were going to the lad died, didn't he?
How old is the guy?
Oh, he-
Don't tell me I'm older than him.
60, I think. You know him, Ken? Paul Price. Not very old, was he?
No.
No.
Don't. You know he won't. This poor man's been here 2 hours.
I know, well, he's asleep.
I know.
You know they were like that. We're all
That's
going,
on me.
we're all going,
A shame, wasn't it?
well, so they're from him. He's just starting out, so,
Oh, they're from Paul's.
yeah, they're from Paul's.
Right.
But,
Oh, you know the guy?
Hello.
Yeah, well, not as a friend.
But you know, yes,
Yes,
you know.
yeah, definitely.
In the community, yeah.
we seen that. We seen his.
Opposite.
We seen his list, and he bought on his, you know, his RPR early, and they were all in Braspenning, but
Look at these. You will never see me for weeks.
Are you, are you sure you don't want allotment?
She's enjoying it. Don't lie to me. You're enjoying pigeon racing now because you can believe how brain. I mean, you know. How did I don't know. You know, my last 3 pigeons I've been racing. They've just done the 200 Lyndhurst. I'll come back. We have now arrived home with the birds from Joe Hunter and Paul Frayne, and yeah, unfortunately these birds are going to be hanging around here for the next few days and isolating them. Basically, I can't really take the risk of these guys mixing with our existing young birds for obvious reasons. That they came from a different loft. I'm not saying these are sick, but you know what I mean. There might be some bacteria that my birds are not used to or whatever. So we're isolating these guys here, or these birds, for a few days. We're gonna cover this up, obviously. Just it's open at the moment because it's nice and sunny-ish, so it's getting some sunshine into them. Anyway, these birds, apparently, I've never heard of these bloodline before. Bert, Braspennings, and I did a little research about these birds, and they're quite good. Apparently, they're sprinter birds, speed birds, and yeah, these are the young birds, from what I can gather, and they've just in the middle of darkening system. We're not doing darkening system at the moment. I think we might have to, but we'll see. Well, the reason behind the darkening system that we're not doing at the moment is because the yearlings that we were raising They were sharing the section with the young birds, and yeah, because we don't really have a young bird section just yet. We're still about to build one, and unfortunately I couldn't really start the darkening system with these guys along with the ones we're raising. So that's the reason why we haven't actually done the darkening so far. I'm not sure if it's too late now, being kind of middle of May, well, near enough the last week of May. I'm not sure if it's gonna be too late, with the young birds race being on the 16th of July. So maybe you guys can help me out and tell me, just drop your comments here if I can start it now, because we've stopped racing the yearlings now. We've done the seventh race up to 200 miles, so maybe perhaps we could start darkening the young bird.